Today's episode of Film Rights brought to you by Squarespace.
Today on Film Right, we're talking about guns, boom boom stick. Welcome to Film Right Mondays. I'm your host, Ryan Conley. Hey babe, how's it going? How you doing? Good. Today we're again talking about losses, the short that can be described as boom boom boom, bang bang, punch stab bang. But specifically, today we are going to be answering this email. Hey Ryan, saw losses and I was wondering where you got all the realistic looking guns. This is a fun question that I'll be delighted to answer. Just delighted, I say. We've used some prop guns in the past that really didn't make me so happy once I saw the finished product. I mean, it was okay, but they just looked too fake for me, so I decided to call in some help, which that help was the pros over at ShortyUSA.com. I gave them a shout and they helped me pick out the best, most realistic guns for the short. Now, before this short film, I would just find any kind of halfway realistic gun, mime the shooting, drop in a muzzle flash, and there you go. And it worked for the most part, but it had a lot of issues. One of the issues being the fact that the gun had no kickback, and that kickback had to be fully invented by the actor, so sometimes it would come off pretty friggin' fake. And the slide had no motion when shot. If there was another actor in the same frame getting shot, they had nothing to time their reaction to. So, ShortyUSA.com hooked us up with some gas blowback guns. The great thing about these beauties is that they not only look super realistic, but they're completely safe and have realistic blowback. So all you do is fill the mag with the gas, then you are ready to go. The gas guns even have smoke that they'll kick out of the barrel, further helping you sell the effect. And if you're going for a really super realistic real world effect, you can just stick with that, since real guns don't usually spit out flares like you see in the movie because of how cameras capture them with their frame rates and whatnot. But that wouldn't look as cool in my opinion. Another upside to the gas blowback guns is that they have visual and audio cues. This makes it much easier for your actor to react and a lot easier in post-production when you are timing the effects. So let's take a look at the guns we used. First we have the M9, which is just freaking BA. Then we have the GBB 608 in the same style as the M9, very BA. And now we have the revolver. The cool thing about this one is that you can flip it open and drop out the empty shells. Very coolilicious. The final gun, and my freaking favorite, is the M1911, which I think it's the M1911. Either that or it's pronounced the M1911. Not really sure which one's which. The gun looks so freaking good on camera and was the perfect final bad guy gun. The only issue is that at the bottom of the clip, as you can see here in this shot, we have the hole where you fill the mag with gas. A complete giveaway that the gun is fake. But we knew this ahead of time and planned a little digital magic with Stark, and ta-da, it's gone. And this is done very simply by copying a piece that is blank, moving it over the hole, and then tracking it to match. Now you may be wondering, why not just use real guns? Well, one, you need a whole nother level of permitting and permission when doing something like that, not to mention a weapons handler, so it boosts the cost of production a lot. Then there's safety to think of, and the fact that the location we're shooting at definitely would not have been okay with using real guns on their premise. But even though these are not real guns, keep in mind they are very real looking. So don't be an idiot. Always think safety first, especially when your crew is concerned. They are looking up to you to make the right choices, so think of their well-being before your films. Meaning, be very careful how much you flash the guns around in public because you are liable to get shot in the face, mouth, eyes, nose area vicinity. Actually, I was almost shot once. True story. When I was about 17, I was shooting an action short at my dad's office with my friends, and we were dumb enough to be going in and out of the place holding guns. Long story short, a neighboring business saw this and called the cops. And here's where I almost died. We were also using a fog machine since we did this gas grenade effect. So after we were done shooting, I went to open the door to let some of the smoke out, but I had one of the guns in my hand. Luckily enough, I put that gun down right before I walked out, and as soon as I did, not 8 feet in front of me was a cop, gun drawn, and pointed at my gullet. He also had his dog, which he was holding back on its leash, and the friggin' thing was like up on its hind legs, barking like a pissed off girlfriend. I was terrified. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the dog could speak English and said, "F you" to me, which wasn't cool. Long story short, too late, about 6 cops came, guns drawn, and ended up lining us up to search us. And of course, the first thing in my head while they were searching me was a little to the left, but I didn't say it because I was like, this is the bad time to make a comment like that. Anyway, it took a while to convince them what was going on, and one of them told us that if I would have came out with the gun, he actually would have shot first, asked question later. So yeah, I wouldn't be here. That's some Back to the Future type stuff. So don't be dumb like the 17-year-old me. Be smarter than that and don't get yourself hurt. Because I just love you guys too much, you know? Just a sec. I'm not a web guy, but to do what I do, I need a website, and that's why Squarespace is amazing for people like me. I can use their point-and-click design control in their style editor to make my site look just how I want it, which is awesome because I suck at that stuff, and Squarespace helps me not suck. It's super easy to make cool layouts here. Another thing I need is integration with social networking sites like Twitter and Flickr, and they have that perfectly worked into their site as well. And whenever I'm having issues, I can give them a call day or night since they have 24-hour customer support, which is such a stress reliever since you never know when the crap will hit the fan. So if this sounds good to you, check them out at squarespace.com/filmriot to get a 2-week free trial and 10% off. Just enter the coupon code FilmRiot9. So there you go, the cheapest, safest way to get very realistic guns into your film. So if you are so inclined, jump over to ShortyUSA.com and stock up on some weaponry for your next film. They have great prices and are some great guys too. But again, although these are not real, they look very real. So make sure to warn your neighbors and your local police department if you will be using them outside. But that's it. On Thursday, we'll be talking about fight choreography, and next Monday, we're going to be going further into gunplay with advanced muzzle flash techniques. Ooh, so until then, stay safe and watch good movies.
See you later.
See you later.